Hello everybody and welcome back to FX Street. My name is Akash and today we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin and discuss what's happening with it. Right, before we get into the details of what's happening, please make sure to go ahead and give us a follow on Twitter at FXS Crypto. Let me just bring that up. Twitter at FXS Crypto, and if you're interested in the content that I produce, you can give me a follow as well at Mangeko with a zero at the end. Right, so let's get into Bitcoin. What's happening with Bitcoin is that it's consolidating here in an ascending parallel channel fashion, although it does look like some sort of a distribution pattern here, purely from a candlestick perspective. And if you look at the RSI, there's a clear divergence being formed, where the price has produced higher highs and the RSI has produced lower lows. Now, I'm entirely unsure if this is indeed the start of a bear market rally, because so far it does seem like things are Yeah, so far it seems like things are improving here for Bitcoin, because if you look at all these highs here, like clearly there's a breakout, right? If you look at the price action from June, right, there is a clear break in market structure, which indicates that bulls are obviously active, right? So this is one way to look at it. In that case, you can expect some sort of a pullback to probably 19.2K or 17.8K. I doubt it'll go down to 17.2K, but if it does, it's a pretty good place to buy, because not only are we getting the retest of this decline trend line here, but also support from the 17.8K level. And on top of that, it will allow the RSI to reset. Probably if we come back and reset 50, it will be a pretty good place to start buying, right? That is one way to look at it. Right? But if you look at the larger picture, right, big picture perspective, you see that we are the larger downtrend from its all-time high. So far, Bitcoin has produced three lower highs, and the third one is currently being formed, right? So there might be quite a bit of consolidation that takes place here on a lower time frame uh, before we see some sort of a directional bias come in, right? So there is a good chance that if we break out above 21K, then the falling wedge that is formed here kind of plays out, in which case you can expect the price to go all the way up to, my personal belief is we go up to 31K, roughly 32K. That's where the upside is capped for Bitcoin, in my opinion. But like I mentioned, right, I think a retest of 17.8K would be perfect place to accumulate. So that is what's happening on a 3-day time frame perspective. Now, going back to the one day chart, right, you can see the RSI has hit roughly 89. And if you zoom out, you can see the last time, the 1 day time frame, RSI hit this level was, right, was the first during the bull run, right? This happened during the bull run on 9th Jan 2021. So the fact that it's happening again here, especially in a bear market, is a little concerning to me, right? So I am optimistically, or like I'm cautious basically. And let's take a look at the actual data and what it's saying. Right, so as you can see, a few days ago when I posted this chart on Twitter, which is over here, right, you can see the main resistance level was basically 19.9K, roughly 20K, and everything beyond that seemed like a big hurdle, right, a big chunk of underwater investors sitting there. Right, but now things have changed drastically. Right now we have this small gap here, which basically tells us we can extend all the way up to 21.8K, roughly 22K. This resistance level shows that roughly 2.41 million BTC have been purchased at 31.5K and they're currently underwater, right? So, and the range that 2.4 million BTC was purchased extends from 21.8K to 38.9K, roughly 39K. So anywhere from 22K to 39K is where retracements could happen, or at least a slowdown in momentum could occur. So like I said, 21K to 22K is a pretty important level for now. Maybe if we can flip that, or maybe a minor pullback which resets and allows sideline buyers to step in, I think that's the best way to go, right? For now, opening any long positions is extremely risky. So that is my take on Bitcoin and what's happening with it. So if you enjoyed this video or this analysis, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel as seen here, right? So have a great week.